And he goes for a silencer.
Okay.
So they still don't really have great ways of dealing with the Timbersaw though.
In that mid lane, so he's got that T1
MSS
mid
bottom
tower,
lane. This
so-
might be the first blood as Old 11 rotates over, starts at the Firefly, needs a little bit more sticky napalm with MSS, starts his TP flame break, has no stunts, but Old 11 with 2 points up in the Whirling Death has just enough damage to stop Siler and Lanham from doing their thing. Envy starts to spin, looking for that moment over on the Bane. He's still got the Nightmare available. Old 11 here in the mid lane, 2 on the blink forward. Lasso dragging back Envy. The roar is on Bane, so there's no extra Nightmare. All brains have to help out EHOME.
That's coming mid for a lasso, perhaps.
Blink Lasso, he got it. He's going to drag back Rose and into the purification of Garda. Rose will definitely fall out from here. Where are you off to, Siler? There's a smoke maneuver from NP. The Observer Ward's up on the hillside for only another 5 seconds, but it's enough time now. Siler can see his own demise being roared out on the top rune. He just came down there for that and gets really nothing for it. Nice blink away from Old 11. Back behind the tier 1 tower, Old Chicken's down, fresh sentry, just in case they can see him, because they'll scout out the Observer Ward that's got placed as well. So Bane will take care of this. Old Chicken still waiting for the perfect time under the cover of that Invis rune, right on Envy. They start with the purification, now the lasso, also dragging Envy back behind the tower. He couldn't see it coming, and now tries to spin himself away, but the Fiend Stripper's up. Envy is locked in position, AUI is trying to help him out, but with the GA, AUI knows there's no killing here. Line, and now Rose is open. Old 11 flies a very wild flame break. Rose will still die. Like Siler is rapidly approaching his own Necrobooks. And they look for an opening. Blink Lasso. It's over on the Beastmaster thanks to the Arcane Rune. Siler is very happy to trigger off that dog form. Chasing up after MSS. Finds the kill. Siler's keeping the Lycan Wolves just a little bit further to the left, so they can see the Hawk coming in. And now MSS starts with the Roar, Necrobooks are up, and they actually hold him! The Nightmare cancelling off EE's ulti. Omni-Slash massively ineffective. Now the Guardian Angel as well in the Fiend Grip, keeping Envy in position. They're just controlling up the biggest net worth of MP, and that's the Juggernaut. Silence has already gone down. They're fighting inside the Firefly. Siler has himself a double kill, and Envy's on the run. The dog, or actually his Old Chicken, chains over. The Chakram slows him down. Whirling Death's available, but of course EE spin back off cooldown, TP's away to safety, so they lose the fight, and now they'll lose Roshan.
To make a very difficult high ground defense.
Well, we thought we might have had a long game, but right now it looks like this is all in EHOME's side of the court. NP, they must defend this. The smoke up, Envy and MSS trying to loop around the backside of EHOME and pincer in the team if they can do it. The Rax has already gone down. They want the fight. MSS roars in. Global Silence. The Omniscience starting up. They focus down the Bane, but it's not in. There goes your GA. They don't have the damage output. Even with the purification of Brains, that Bane's up to half-life again. NP, for all their initiation, have done no damage, and now we'll start losing heroes. SVG will drop. The Bane did eventually die. Oh, it's a sad state. It's at the state for NP, EHOME. Now coming into the bottom, the Blink Lasso, perfect is there again. They got the silencer. The Global Silence was still on cooldown, so that didn't matter as much. But there's still one hero dead, making this a 5-on-4. You've got MSS waiting for that maneuver around the back. He does have the level 3 Necrobooks up as Siler keeps his push going with his own Necrobooks. These things will time out in just a bit. And now MSS, the Roar is out with the Necrobooks. They have the Silencer back with the Global Silence up. Batrider protected by the Nightmare. The Sun's on the Timbersaw. But again, MP, they initiate with stuns, but there's no damage. In fact, it's EHOME with a Fiend Script to keep MSS out. SVG dying in the tree lines. He's locked in and can't go anywhere thanks to Chakram that's just sitting there. Garter is low, and he may go down finally. Yes, the Weaver can find a kill, but loses his life instantly after. MP, they're dropping like flies at the moment. They can maybe buy back someone. The Weaver is the only one who's got it. Empty with the spin, doing some damage. The 4-star's up from Old 11. He's got the distance. He's also got the gem, but he's also got a blink away from MP. Old Chicken, whirl him down. Nothing but death. And MP, almost useless. Even if he jumps on the timber, it's going to do nothing. So they just push. It's wonderful from an EHOME perspective. And MP needs something to get them back into this game.
Looking for a good initiation here, Toby.
Now blink up, there's your Global Silence. Rose will stop the lasso from happening. The Timbersaw is probably the most isolated. MSS just runs all the way up. They're focusing and running deep on the Omni Knight. Where is this damage when the Omni Knight's guard is almost down? Makes it into the tree line. They don't find the kill. The Fiend Strip holds AUI in position. Envy will find one kill, but it's an Omni Knight. That's all he kills. In the meantime, the rest of his team are pushing up the daisies. SVG is with him. Sun's on the Batrider, but EHOME, they smell blood. blood in the water and they're circling like sharks. SVG will die. Old Chicken will take care of that. The question is, does Envy go with him? Maybe that question doesn't even matter.
Silent
They're
knows his job.
TPing to the tier 3 towers. They're taking it. And GG, not even 30 minutes on the clock. And EHOME take game 1 against NP.
I mean, just very well executed strategy there. I mean, you can see it at the end. I mean, 4 heroes chasing NP. The one that's not, it's Sylar on the Lycan. He's like, all right, I'm going to keep hitting buildings. That's why I got to play Lycan today. And we get to see a Lycan win as EHOME take game 1.
Kind of needed even more team fights, so
Yeah.
I'm still looking at EHOME's draft, and there's no way they can fight in this game. They
Yeah.
need to just like split the map up, go for like
Coming out, both mids have their eyes on it.
Envy trying to contest for that top rune. This time SVG hits the mark. Sylar cannot get enough life in time. Now it's Lanham who steals a haste rune. Now he walks out just far enough that Sylar will think about going for it, but they sentry ward. They find him there, commit the epicenter, raw to hold the Leshrac in position. Near the top rune, it's going to be him leashed up, then silenced. He can't leap away. And one charge just won't keep him up long enough either. EHOME, where Lanham is, who's just happy just to waddle himself down, throws down the sentry ward with the burst strike into the epicenter over on Slark with the raw there. There's no Shadow Blade, there's no Dark Knight to protect him. Old Chicken comes in close, of course. When he loses that ultimate, he knows they can see him walking in close. There goes your Raw with the Lucid Beam. Rock will drop a little bit too far away to link them all together with a Fatal Bond. It's only Lanham as well at 11 who will lock together as the old men. Without that first initial kill, there's this nice powerful Garda protected by that repel. It's going to last a little bit longer, getting back in range of the creep wave. The stun, keeping out the Golem. Old Chicken with another leap up, but SVG is there for the Burrow Strike. Arrow flies up, and it'll be Lanham stunned and held. They go for a second Fatal Bond, and now it's MP rolling through. They'll beat Lanham down, and it's a double kill for MSS. NP. Thanks to that Observer Ward and the Hawk. They do have a little bit, but we are still under the cover of darkness, so EHOME will be winning the Vision Advantage, and oh my, that's a lot of stuns.
That's a free Aegis. That's
Yep.
really nice for them.
And they're looking for it again with the Edict turned on. Old Chicken wants to hold AUI here. Now he triggers the BKB with the rock to fall down. Better Bonds needs to connect. A lot of damage. Garda's going to fall before he gets the ulti off with no buyback available. Both supports down for EHOME. Old Chicken with his fresh BKB. They managed to find the opening, so killed off the Warlock. The Lightning chipping down AUI, but he had one charge available. The Burrow Strike is there, and Old Chicken with a level 3 Necro book. There was nowhere to hide, and there's 3 heroes without buyback for EHOME. NP, they will take at least 1 lane of Rags, and if they get the stun, Sylar will drop as well. An ultra kill for AUI. And EHOME are well on the ropes. And can they find the opening? Luna's doing most of the work. The Necro's only have 14 seconds left, and no creep wave here for NP, but it doesn't stop them from just walking in and hunting heroes. That's fine. Backdoor regeneration, they don't really care that much about. They take the creep wave, let AUI do the work. And Old Chicken, he has to play the bait game on the front lines.
AUI is just being a bit cautious about this one. What happened to him in that last push, and nice Manta dodge.
BKB is up as well right now for NP. They jump in, the rock will hit, the Fatal Bolt is perfect. This could be it right now. EHOME, they are being moonshined out right now by NP, and there it is. GG, our first game in the playoff to reach a 3rd game in the series.
Very well executed by NP. They found their timings.
Shopping list, forcing them into a certain time.
Oh,
So they go, oh, okay.
Ooh, I did not see that one.
I did not see that one coming.
And the Iron Shell, Rosab will spend his Shadow Word to always attack. Okay, bottom lane, SVG, he's the one that will put down the wall. The Burrow Strike just goes on the Hellbear, keeps him away, and now the TP begins. They have enough damage to clap and the Lucid Beam. The TP was going to be cancelled anyway, and EHOME spilled first blood on the bot lane. Lucian makes Old Chicken a little bit timid, moves back into now the tower, gets the breathe fire off, the Burrow Strike is there, support is in the 8-foot from Garda. Old Chicken needs to survive, but just cannot do it. Disruption, and Sylar rotates in.
He's got the mana to sustain the constant mirror image Riptide spam to farm both the jungle and the
bottom
lane.
Look to the SK. Disruption, catcher, Old Chicken, he's an instant Dragon Tail stun. He's going to get it as well with the breeze fire. SK copying so much damage. The amplification still only at level 1 for the catcher. He went for 2 in disruption.
They had no detection there. They really only barely
Gada,
get that
oh,
kill.
the stun! The arrow from Envy. He threw it from the mid lane. He actually connected. That's a long stun time. And Gada, he's not even here for a rewarding mission. He'll steal the Centaur. The wall will come up. And he needs to play the distance game. But again, Envy right in the money. Leaps in. And that Enchantress caught out at the secret. Enchantress normally wins in these type of battles just because of the amount of support she can bring into the lane. And here she goes again. MSS will see her as SVG just a little bit further away. So the creeps start with a clap. The Centaur stomps there too. Lanham going to put the catcher on him. SVG is going to drop very, very quickly here. One charges will allow him to stay alive. They can't reach him just yet. Even the glimpse try and drag Lanham back away. Well, that doesn't really work. And the Eclipse from Sylar. SVG starts his TP. MSS. Oh, the Lucid Beam. It reached him just enough. Lanham behind him, but Eternal Envy comes in with a surprise Starfall. At least we'll get some revenge for his fallen teammate, but then
won't be shy to go to the super late game as far as having the damage and the carry potential on their side. They will be a bit shy to go into big team fights because that's where Sankey, I mean, you mentioned the setup from the song into Epicenter, Burrow Strikes, Warlock Ultimates, Static Storms
11.
is scary.
Channeling for SVG, gonna see him go in visit the last second of the Moonlight Shadow. The Iron Shell sticking him out, but now the Burrow Strike into the rock. The damage on Sylar is huge. We still got 12 one charges. Glimpse back, now turns on the Eclipse with the defensive disruption. Allowing to get the full Eclipse off, but now still on the run out. MSS can't get close enough. Lanham creates the distance and will sacrifice himself, combining up with the rock. Oh, there's your first TP out. And the Warlock does end up going down, so it's the Tuxia who actually ends up killing off the Warlock. And now 11 back into the front row, going up to MSS on the top lane, trying to play around this Tuxia wall. Gada low on life, but it's going to be that top lane where it's a triple kill now for old 11. The pressure continually placed from EHOME in the mid. Warlock. Top lane, old 11. That Burrow strikes out. The arrow from Envy. Oh, old 11's got friends that will stay with him. Puts on the wall, and MSS has to hide inside the sandstorm. Odd 11 knows he doesn't have a kill here until support arrives. It's AUI, MSS so low. Odd 11 trying to put him down with the Iron Shell. Odd 11 finds the kill.
The team fight at MP is not all about the split push. They're much more about the team fight at certain points of the game. Blink Dagger on the Sand King, the Warlock, Fatal Bonds plus Rock combo.
Well, Old Chicken's found his target. With that extra little bit of speed, they catch up to AUI, Song of the Siren. This is going to allow MP to set up. Rose has the ulti. He wants to throw it. Here comes the arrow. It hits the DK. Rock committed, plus the Storm, plus the Epicenter. Overkill is not in MP's vocabulary. Again, they go on this hunt with the Aghanim Scepter on Envy. You do have that big burst, but okay, EHOME, they're still going to do it. They're underneath MP, no big ultimates. They are going in.
They're just in, I mean, the 80 seconds on the wall one is the big
Wait for it. Here it comes. Arrow flies, hits Sylar. Full 5 seconds. They waited out. The Naga illusions hovering around, and now SD says, "Well, thank you very much. I'll take one of those to myself as a souvenir home." MSS considering the Burrow Strike fall, but they all get fatally bonded. They have to bail out. Edry! In for the jump, triple kill! He's done the work. Even the arrow to Old Chicken. It was all set up by the fatal bonds. And EHOME, together they are tethered with a glimpse back into him. They go again. SK will find the kill. EHOME gets team wiped. And that is the epitome of a disaster. Whew. Okay.
Holy shit, that was something.
Respect
Envy.
the combo. Just Envy things. We expect that from him. Oh, NP now looking to punish even more. Gada gonna get glimpsed back on the bottom. SVG with the help of Envy again, jumping for the double Starfall. Enchantress with the stick charges, trying to actually stay alive long enough with 3 points up and Untouchable might be able to do it. The back is there. Now Envy in too deep. There's that hit. Coming from the impetus of Gada. 11 not sure if he really wants to stick around for anything more of this, and yeah, he doesn't.
Oh, they've got a Warlock
Song of the
ultimate.
Siren up with that Warlock. The rock can drop. The arrow will connect again. They go for the combo, and the star falls through their work.
Very difficult for EHOME right now, who just can't really move out on the map too effectively.
Well, Old Chicken, as well as Gada, are the ones tasked with defending the bottom lane, even though they know they could be initiated on any time, just like this. The Feather Bond's going to take him to the creep wave. Old Chicken goes inside Invis. They drop down the rock. Where's that vision? The arrow! Envy connects. He found Gada on the back line. The double Starfall will do the work. EHOME down 2. Buyback is available on the Enchantress, but not the big man, not the DK. Silas pressure on this top lane. MP are happy with this. They'll trade a tier 2 for a tier 3. And now they start sliding the SD into the kill.
Style points from MSS. That is some sick play from him. And
You sack the racks? Is that actually what you have to do now? Oh no, the dart C is too close! They jump in again! Time and time again, EHOME are getting caught with their pants down. Just gonna have his Aghanims go, and AUI preps up the fight with a Song of the Siren. You got the Luna as well as the DK sending runs off each other. The Storm, no, the positioning, the timing was wrong. Epicenter will come down. Now Luna has to fight and fight hard. Eternal Envy losing life too quickly with the impetus work. Disruptor is down, and EHOME are able to mount a defense. The coordination. MSS trying to play fancy, blinks and falls starting Old Chicken in close. No one's really close enough to go straight in for initiation. They do see Old 11 sitting. Actually, do they get a glimpse of him? Song of the Siren comes again. Oh, there's three together. Enchantress, Luna, and SD. This time they're the combo. The Rockwall drops. The epicenter is there, and EHOME are wiped from the face of the earth. But don't worry, they will come back again. Maybe stronger than ever. There's your buybacks, and now actually even glimpsing the DK all the way back to Fountain. They jump in once again. Siler and Garda down low on Chicken to the front line. He'll stun up. The Eclipse goes to work, but Luna's already down. Has a dive back for her. They'll get another one. This is the game. They've lost the DK. MP will do it. They bring down EHOME 2-1 and advance themselves forward in the Boston Major.
It was a tough round one opponent for them, but they bounced back so well from that game one defeat. That was some very pristine team fight outside of